what influenced the decision to leave athletics for bobsled?
One of the primary reasons why I got into bobsled actually was not necessarily to leave the sport of track and field or athletics, because I was off for like 3 years, and then it was through supporting some friends of mine that were doing bobsled, that made me spark the interest. And then after that, I reached out to these lovely ladies, but
yeah, I think for all of us, we're all very talented in track and field, and we had a good track record, excuse the pun, and we did some amazing things in track. I think for us, this particular venture, bobsled and skeleton, is really about breaking barriers in sport. And that was an opportunity that I personally couldn't pass up, and I think we all couldn't pass up. What we've done is historic. We're very proud of that, and it was just a special opportunity, and we're glad that we were part of that.
Alright, so can you tell us how you guys met and formed the team?
so
Yes, I'll take that. So I moved to Houston in July of 2016, where I had an older brother, that's how I call him, who knew Shion. And he told me that she's a good person to know and that I should get to know her. So her and I met up, and she kind of spoke about this project that she had been working on, but I didn't want to dig too deep into it, not to be invasive. So kind of just waited around until September, when she gave me the call and said that she wanted to start a Bobsled and Skeleton Federation for Nigeria. And then she, I think her and Ngozi went to dinner or brunch.
yeah, so we have a annual dinner that we usually go to, just being that me and Sheon both ran for Nigeria. So we have our annual dinner just to catch up and see what we're doing. At that particular dinner, she went ahead and told me about bobsled and asked me if I was interested. So I thought about it for a little while, and then I said yes, because, I mean, who wouldn't be interested? It's different for Nigeria, it's something that we haven't seen before, and it could turn out to be really great, and look at us now.
Yep. And then, after they got together, I heard about them. I read an article and was super inspired. I thought what they were doing was so amazing. And because I had heard of other track athletes going into bobsled, I immediately reached out, and I thought maybe I could be part of it. And then I found out that, well, actually, they're good. They have the team. And then I discovered skeleton. And then I said, why not? And I went for skeleton, and we all together have done great things.
What was the first shot, like the feeling, your first feeling at your first shot at bobsled? How was the feeling like?
For me, it was nerve-wracking to say the least, because that was the first time that you're ever on ice doing bobsled, because we don't practice in the snow. The first time that we were ever at a bobsled track was the first time we actually did bobsled. So I think it was nerve-wracking. You have to realize that you're going to figure out a way to do the sport no matter what. And so I think that Shion did a good job trying to explain to us what bobsled was and how the feeling is, but no feeling could really, you know, emulate the one that we would get when we were actually going down ice.
Yeah.
Okay. In this part of the world, we've seen athletes change nationalities because of perhaps poor treatment they get back from India. So, do you girls feel this is like a risk representing your country for bobsledding in the Winter Olympics, or are there plans of perhaps if there is any form of poor treatment you might perhaps dump Nigeria from another country or something?
I think this is actually a very good opportunity to help encourage people to come back to Nigeria. You know, when they see that there are women out there, or even not just women, because we hope to expand to men as well, but there are people out there who not only feel strongly about their patriotism to Nigeria, but also feel dedicated to helping uplift that positive image of the country. It'll help draw people to actually come back, because there are Nigerians all over the world competing for other countries in whatever sports, you know, instead of, you know, being able to represent Nigeria. If we were to take a little bit here and there of all of those Nigerians who are dominating in other sports for other countries, Nigeria will be very highly placed in the athletic and competitive world.
Well said. What's the driving force for this team going into the Olympics?
Driving force? We want to continue to represent Nigeria to the best of our ability. I think what we've already done is really great, making history, and I think the Olympics is a continuation of that journey. We really want to go there, show people what's possible. I think a lot of people wouldn't have thought it was possible for the four of us to be where we are and Team Nigeria to be where we are but we've done that. So we want to just continue to take that inspiration into the Olympics and do our best there to represent our country.
Okay, so are you saying the ultimate goal going into the Olympics is to go and win or just to compete? What's the ultimate goal?
We're all athletes. We are competitive. We love to compete, and that's what we're going to go there to do. I think we don't go into a competition saying we're just going to jolly. We don't do that. So we're going in, we've trained really hard, and we're ready to do our best. And hey, I think if the opportunity for gold shows up, we're ready to snatch it.
Okay, after bobsledding, are you going to be in this sport for so long, or do you have plans to perhaps try something else?
Well, we definitely, want to make sure that there's a legacy that's left so that there can be a continuation of the Bobsled and Skeleton Federation. Now, what that means for us individually, we obviously have to take it one day at a time, but, to whatever capacity, we also represent far more than just what it means to be an athlete. We represent so many other different things within ourselves, and so we're not only just a representation of being able to be an athlete and be successful, but to be an athlete and to be, head in a company, or to be a doctor, or to be, an artist, or to just be within your realm of expertise as a professional as well. So we're trying to show a more complete view of what it means to actually be successful and allow that to run on a continuum. So however that translates after this is where we're going to take it.
Okay. Let's talk about the federation now. There's a bobsled federation now. What are the challenges, and how do you think these challenges can be solved?
Some of the biggest challenges obviously is that we're just brand new, and being brand new and then being historic all in the same year is extremely unique, and that in itself poses its own challenge. So being able to continue to develop the federation on this fast track that we're on, where we're still educating everyone, even still on what it means to do bobsled and skeleton, talk list of trying to run an entire federation. Just being able to continue that momentum is going to be our biggest challenge. But there are things that we have in place right now to help that execution, whether it's now bringing in coaches from Nigeria to go with us to the Olympic Games. We have athletes that are coming in that are already in the federation to compete next season as well. We have interested athletes coming in, and then we have a plan within Nigeria where we're going to draw in more homegrown athletes as well.
Okay, how do you intend to bring in more people into the sports? Like, I know the young girls out there might be interested in bobsledding. How do you intend to go about creating awareness and bringing people into the sport?
Well, tomorrow we're about to get on a plane to go to Korea, and that's going to be a huge platform, I think, to showcase what this is all about. People will actually be able to physically see, that Nigerians, we can be there at the Winter Olympics, we can be represented in the sport of bobsled and skeleton. So I think when people see that, they'll be really, really inspired. So we have the world stage to showcase this, not only to Nigerians, to Africans, but globally. And I think that's really a great opportunity when we get to the Olympics.
One final question. This is for the Olympics now, the opening ceremony. The Summer Olympics, there was this drama of athletes wearing tracksuits, and it has never happened. We always come out with our own attire, perhaps dashiki or something. So let's know what is going to be the outfit on that day.
You'll just have to tune in.
That's
That's all you're going to have to do, and you'll see.
All right, thank you.